Today, we are going to talk about what happened in episode 6 of Hawkeye. Get subscribed and turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever a new episode is out. Enter Kingpin. Picking up right where the events of the previous episode left off, Eleanor Bishop sits down for a chat with her boss, the renowned mob boss Kingpin. Buckle in, we've got a number of revelations coming. Not only does Kate's mom work with the criminal underworld, but she was originally wrangled in to pay up a debt that Kate's late father owed Kingpin. Eleanor is responsible for the death of Armand, and she allowed Jack to take the fall for the Sloan Shell Company Hawkeye, and Kate discovered a few episodes back. And she's leaving the partnership. With incriminating copies of Kingpin's misdeeds saved somewhere safe, she walks away from the meeting with confidence. Kate watches the entire meeting through a security camera feed on her phone. Seems a bit convenient, but do remember, the Bishops own a security system that can track people with just their phone number. A frantic Kate is calmed down by Clint, who calls her his partner. This is a big deal. Later, Maya meets with Kingpin, who is already seated with Kazi. Maya essentially lets the boss know that she is no longer going to chase whoever killed her father, and that she apologizes for letting things get out of hand the past few days. While Kingpin is a bit skeptical of the fast turnaround, the two end the conversation with a solid "I love you." Villains with empathy, what a concept! Once Maya exits the room, Kingpin turns to a fearful Kazi, who lays out all his frustrations about the Ronin, Clint, Eleanor, and Maya, who he believed has turned on him. After compiling a ridiculous variety of new trick arrows, many laced with the series' purple coloring scheme, Clint and Kate have another heart-to-heart about what it means to be a hero. There's sacrifice, there's loneliness, and there's a whole ton of inconvenience. Kate finally reveals she originally saw Hawkeye take out aliens in the Battle of New York back in the Avengers. It's where she learned being a hero wasn't about superpowers, but about the bravery to do what's right. Here's the situation. There's a fancy Christmas party Eleanor is attending at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. The tracksuit mafia is making their way to the scene to make sure she doesn't escape, while Kazi sits in the building across with a sniper in hand. Clint and Kate arrive in their formal attire, while the LARPers are dressed undercover as waiters. Eleanor arrives and Kate confronts her about her shady partnership, and before the two make any ground, Kazi spots Clint and starts opening fire. As the LARPers evacuate the partygoers, Kate catches sight of Yelena and follows her to an elevator. Big surprise, she's here to kill Clint. A few attempts to sabotage the elevator ride, and the two find themselves fighting each other on an empty office floor. Well, nearly empty. Poor guy working an office job that late at this time of year, it's not right. It's also really not much of a fight as Yelena continuously destroys Kate, but she is too nice to do anything too harsh. Elsewhere, Clint manages to shoot a gas arrow in Kazi's room, forcing him to flee from his spot. Yelena, who just jumped out a window, comes falling down the side of the building, whipping out her gun and taking a few shots at Clint in the open window. Kate follows after her and instead finds the tracksuit mafia at the bottom. After taking out a few goons, Jack appears to give Kate a hand. Clint fights Kazi and after taking him down, jumps out the window and ends up landing right inside the massive Christmas tree. The LARPers change into their medieval gear to help direct people out of the building, and Kate devises a plan to knock over the giant tree and send Clint sliding onto the ice rink below. It works. But the tracksuit mafia goons are still around. After using a magnetic trick arrow to remove their guns, Clint tosses over a ton of new trick arrows to Kate, who definitely murders a whole ton of people trying to escape. We're talking arrows that send out sharp needles in all directions, arrows that lift people up into the air, and arrows that freeze on impact. Yikes. Kate runs off to find her mom, while Clint gets attacked separately by Kazi and Yelena. As if that wasn't enough, Maya appears and starts to fight Kazi. They stop for a moment and Maya says she wants to leave this life behind with Kazi. Apparently, she doesn't quite see the entire picture. Kazi says he can't because this is his life, specifically the life Maya has. He continues to fight and Maya is forced to stab him in the side. She has to watch a loved one die in her arms once again. Or so it seems. Eleanor tries to escape with one measly guard and finds herself cornered in a car with Kingpin outside. Kate appears. An arrow right at his chest does nothing and Kingpin quickly throws her to the ground. Just as he is about to take her down for good, Eleanor slams right into him with her car and sends him flying through the window. Kingpin gets up with ease and Kate struggles to stop him from getting to Eleanor. After getting in the way one too many times, Kingpin turns his attention to Kate. Using the coin shot trick she learned from Clint a few episodes back, Kate activates an explosive trick arrow and is able to knock out Kingpin. Not bad. Kate gets Eleanor out of the car. Her mom wants to get back to a normal life as quickly as possible, but Kate doesn't see it that way. The police arrive and take her mom away. Kingpin manages to escape and is stopped by Maya, who shoots him. We don't see a body, so expect to see him again soon. While all this is happening, Clint and Yelena are fighting their own battle. Clint briefly explains that Natasha Romanoff, her sister, made a choice to sacrifice herself for the world. Yelena thinks he is lying. The two continue to fight as Yelena struggles to accept the truth. As she goes for the kill, Clint uses the secret whistle Yelena and Natasha share. He tells Yelena that Natasha talked about them all the time, and that there was nothing anyone could have done to stop her from taking the heroic fall in Avengers: Endgame. Clint apologizes and tearfully the two reconcile and go their separate ways. It's Christmas Day and Clint drives into his family's farm. He made it. And look at that, Kate and Lucky, are invited too. The family is reunited and Clint gives Laura the watch we saw earlier from the black market auction. Turns out it's hers and there's a shield emblem on the back. Kate and Clint go into the backyard and set fire to the Ronin suit. As Kate tosses ideas out for her own superhero name, Clint begins to suggest a name, and the scene cuts to the show's logo. And just like that, this season of Hawkeye is officially over. The Marvel Cinematic Universe will continue to deliver new shows on Disney Plus in 2022, so keep an eye on coming soon for any future recaps. Thanks for watching till the end. Do like and leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.